Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, and today we are talking about Alibaba and the media, how the media hates Alibaba, man. So guys, can you please like this video, subscribe to my channel, man. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. I'm on my way and I would need the help. Thank you. So today's video, we have to talk about this, man, because man, it's so diverse with the different articles against Alibaba, against it, and for it. So I want to just go through every single article and just talk about what I'm seeing and just how the news cycle is just so. There's so many different views on Alibaba, man. There's no other company like this in the media. Like, what other company gets all this attention like Alibaba? Like, everyone's for it, against it, for it, against it. China, US, like it's only Alibaba. Like, why don't they do this with Amazon, like Google? Like, they don't do this with any other company. Facebook, they hate Facebook, so that's like just another whole nother topic. So let's get into this. Alibaba Singles Day sales grows just 8.5%, slowest pace ever, which is true. But they talk about it like this is like garbage, like this is nothing. It had 84 billion in sales. This was the highest ever amount of sales it's ever done. And they're saying that, and remember, Singles Day is the annual Singles Day shopping frenzy, grew only 8.5%, the slowest rate ever, underscoring strong regulatory and supply chain headwinds from China's tech firms. So, like, what does this have to do with the slowing pace? They're saying that the regulatory and the regulatory issues, the crackdown, has something to do with this growth. Like this, like the regulatory stuff has nothing to do with the growth of Amazon for Singles Day. It's not like the government said no more Singles Day, you can't sell products. It's just what is happening in the economy right now. Like, China is not growing as fast as it used to. Like, it can't keep up that growth, double digit growth forever. Like, that's just impossible. And look how big Alibaba has gotten. Like, you just can't keep that growth for like ever. Like, this could be a time where Singles Day is gonna be growing, like Singles Day growing at single digits is not that bad. Like, does Black Friday or any of those events, like here in Canada, the USA, whatever, have those same sales as freaking Singles Day? Hell no, not even close. So that's another whole topic. So, like, they said this: over its 11-day Singles Day event that ended on Thursday, it rose 84 billion compared to the 26% growth last year. So that's what they're comparing it to. So the article is right, saying yes, growth last year 26%, but the regulatory climate and all those things, like, did that really affect people shopping, like people going out to shop and looking to buy new things? Like, was that really the issue? Like, what about the whole pandemic? What about supply chain issues? Like, what about all that stuff? It's just like they're just relating it to the tech crackdown. So that's what I'm seeing, and they can't get over that Alibaba is still growing. It's still one of the biggest companies. It's providing the biggest amount of growth. Like, how come no one's talked about Amazon like missing guidance, declining on their guidance, missing on things like revenue or earnings? Like, no one cares about that. But for Alibaba, 8.5%. Whoa, the highest sales for Alibaba Singles Day ever. And it's just like, it's a bad thing, right? And then we go to the opposite article. Alibaba JD smashed Singles Day record with 139 billion of sales and focus on social responsibility. So this is the other point of view on CNBC. So Alibaba JD racked 139 billion of sales across their platforms on China's Singles Day shopping event, setting a new record. So you can just see the opposite point of views about Alibaba and what's happening, right? Because remember, they're facing they're facing scrutiny with the freaking tech, with regulation. Xi Jinping saying common prosperity. So you're just having opposite point of views right now, and people don't know like what side to pick. Like, what is it? Like, is it just gonna be JD growing, Alibaba growing, or they're gonna say Alibaba and JD suck, they're garbage companies, they're gonna get cracked down, the government doesn't want it? So you're just seeing the opposite point of views, but Alibaba's GMV has been the highest, and we can't speak double digit 26. Can you imagine Alibaba every single Singles Day 26% growth? Like, it feels like that's what they're expecting, but businesses, like events, they're never just stagnant. Like, there's always here, there, it's always different, right? So, but they don't realize that, and they talk about the social responsibility And despite big sales numbers, Singles Day was a slightly more muted affair this year. Chinese technology companies continue to face intense scrutiny from regulators. President Xi Jinping has also pushed for calm and prosperity. Both JD and Alibaba tooted social and environmental responsibility during this event, aligning themselves with the priorities of Beijing. So maybe the whole Alibaba tech crackdown had a huge effect on Singles Day, but I don't know how when they're not telling customers, they're not telling people to not shop and not go out for Singles Day and not look at that. So we deliver steady and quality growth. This is a reflection of the dynamic Chinese consumption economy. So this is the president of Alibaba saying this. So they saw amazing growth, continuing sales, and people still want to buy these products. Look at the next article. This is actually in the South China Morning Post. I was kind of surprised that they're kind of against it, but I understand because you know how they are. Like people hate freaking capitalists and capitalist economies and Alibaba doing good, whatever, right? So Alibaba Singles Day shopping bonanza loses luster amid China's big tech crackdown competition from live streaming. So basically, China's tech and antitrust crackdowns have added pressure on e-commerce platforms as the world's biggest shopping festival faces declining popularity. So what are they? So they're saying that if there is no regulatory fines, no regulatory scrutiny, are you saying that Alibaba would just generate more sales? So are people looking at what the government did and saying, "Oh, I'm not shopping at Alibaba, JD.com, PDD"? Is that what people are doing? Or is just the times that we're living in with the pandemic, with supply chain issues, with power issues, with like just all that stuff, man. So is it like which one is it? Like what side of it is it? Popular expression among Chinese consumers describing an obsession with online retail that is out of control, that they want to cut off their hands to stop bleeding money. The craziness has subsided, according to Ding, who says she feels less passionate about the world's largest shopping spree these days. Her budget for the annual event is now $300, quarter of what she used to spend. So, like, so people are just spending less. Like, we understand that the Chinese economy is not growing as fast as before. Like, it can't grow as fast. So, is it people just spending less? Or is it the actual regulatory crackdown that everyone says is contributing to all Alibaba's, like, whatever, it's like revenue loss or Singles Day's worry. But even though that, Alibaba is still growing 20% a year. So it just doesn't make sense. Like, which side are you on? So this article talks about people not really liking whatever with Alibaba. And then we have this article. This see the point of view. It's just one good, one bad, one good, one bad. So it's good to have different perspectives and just looking at it from that angle. But you just have to understand and know what different different media are doing, right? So Goldman backs Chinese stocks as Beijing seen easing on crackdown. Goldman has turned more bullish on Chinese stocks hit by a succession of regulatory shocks and property debt crisis this year, as softer approach of Beijing will ease pressure on the economy, improve poor valuations. Goldman Sachs expects a better year for Chinese equities, with onshore and offshore stocks to return 16%, 13% in the next 12 months. Respectively, it said in the report also upgraded offshore stocks to overweight after lowering them to market weight in July. So here's another positive article against China saying basically that yes, they're going to basically Alibaba, JD.com, all these stocks, Tencent are going to re-rate up at least 16%. And as regulation eases off, these companies are going to come out stronger, coming out more intense, and actually provide just good, strong valuations going forward. So I'm just showing you the different point of views of each of these articles, each of these media. So it's always good to just look at the scope of what everyone's doing and how people are evaluating companies differently. So that's it. And then the last article with a boom, man. This is a boom. Think about this. This has to shut down a lot of talk, right? Eligible investors to exceed 4 million after Beijing Stock Exchange launch. So Beijing just came up with they're launching their own stock exchange. The third edition to the China's Air share market has officially launched on Monday. Guys, this is huge, man. This is huge. Think about it. Everyone is talking about freaking China does not want outside investors. They don't want it from the US, from Canada, from Europe. But why are they, and they're like anti-capitalist, why would they open up a new stock exchange if that was the case? Can someone tell me down, comment below, tell me why would they open up to new investors a new stock exchange? That just makes no, like, it just makes no sense. Like, if you think that, or unless you have the point of view is that they're opening this stock exchange just for Beijing, and then they're not gonna allow other foreign investors to invest in it, and they're gonna cancel the other stock markets. Like, that's not what they're saying. That's not what they're saying. They're saying they're allowing foreign investment into these new stock exchanges. So this whole like VIE risk that the government is gonna actually, like, all the VIE is gonna just get canceled, but they're still doing VIE with a new stock exchange. So that makes no sense. Like, why would they continue VIE structure and they're opening up a new stock exchange? So why would they just cut off the VIE that it's illegal? They're gonna stop doing that and open up a new stock exchange allowing VIE structure. So I don't know if that's gonna put it to bed, but that regulatory risk is so minimum to me. Like, it's minimal. Like, it's not that big as people say it. So tell me what you think about this video, about what I'm saying about Alibaba, JD.com, Tencent, PDD, Duan, Baba, whatever, Neo, all these good stocks. So tell me what you think. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and get back to you in the next video. Peace!